You are live. You're live. That's good. I like being live. This is live. Anyway, today's title topic is about your spiritual schedule or agenda. Okay. Now, when I mention either a schedule or agenda, okay, we're actually talking about two separate things. Okay. Now, everybody knows about schedules, like in the physical body. And that we know about the schedules, we know about agendas. And they seem to govern our lives one way or the other, especially in industry. And schedules, trying to live up to them is at times the biggest challenge of all, especially when you balance work and personal life. Not easy. But that is the schedule for us in the physical, and that's basically doing our daily routine, normal everyday stuff, and that and again, like I said, even in the physical, it can actually be divided into two different topics or subjects. Okay, you got your schedule or time management, and then you have your agenda or your to-do list or your list of things that you need to get done, you should get done, whatever. Okay, so basically, one is time and the other one is task. Hey, Tasha, and trying to balance both of them is definitely not easy. I know because I've tried it, and it's a pain in the butt. But yet, on a good day, you can get a lot of stuff done, especially if you've got enough time, if you've got enough hours in the day to get certain things done during the day. Okay, so the schedule is how much time you have. Agenda is basically what needs to get done. Okay, like kind of a grocery list of tasks, that kind of idea. Okay, well, that can be said also in the spirit, in either in the spirit world or in spirit, for spirit people. Okay, the same thing can be done, and the same thing can be said. Okay, as like when it comes to the schedule part, okay, to a spirit person, okay, basically, and even that can be challenging at times, depending on how the person passed. Okay, what I mean by that is, let's say you die passed peacefully, okay, well then it's an easy transition to go from some other physical to go through a period of rest, and then through a period of counseling, and to a period of instruction. Okay, what you're to do in the world of spirit. Okay, that's kind of the spiritual schedule. Okay, for a spirit person. Okay, but for a person that died tragically, well, the schedule can be thrown out the window, so to speak. But not really, and it's just it takes longer. Just like in the physical, if you schedule so much time in one day to do certain tasks, there's always bound to be a hiccup. Like anything. Like I give you a whole laundry list of things that could happen, right? But you allow yourself so much time in the day to do certain things, provided the schedule stays, uninterrupted. Okay. Well, it's the same thing in spirit. Okay. Let's say if you die tragically and you're really confused, you're angry, whatever, and that can really change the schedule. Okay. From the time you leave the physical, okay, to the time you go to your rest period, that transition is usually the trickiest part. Okay. It's from the time you leave the physical to the time you go to the sleep state. Okay. Usually, it's you go from leaving the physical into sleep state. Okay, that's usually a relatively easy transition. Okay, as long and you always have your spirit guide, or you always have the angelic love to guide you through that. Okay, because you know you're out of the physical, you know you're going on to a better, onto the next plane. Okay, but for those who are really confused, or they're angry, or they met an end unnaturally. Okay, so because of that, and that they're bound to say, hey, I'm not going anywhere until I get satisfaction, until I get closure, until I know the person that killed me is about the justice. Basically, um, there's always bound to be an emotional attachment to how the person passed. Okay, whether it's you want to see that person brought to justice, or you got a message for someone. There's always something, okay, to interfere with a spiritual schedule. Okay, and with that, usually the angelic level come down, and also with the help of a medium as well, because usually it takes time to calm the person down and say, okay, message delivered. Okay, now it's your turn. To go to the next plane. Okay, you don't need to be down here on the earth plane any longer. Okay, your message has been delivered. Okay, time to go into rest state. Time to go into the sleep state to kind of recharge your spiritual batteries. Okay, because there's a lot. There's some great things waiting for you, but you need to go through the normal transition first. Okay, as part of your schedule. Okay, if leaving physical to go into sleep state, I found is a very flexible time, depending on how the person passed. Like I said, and that for some it's immediate, smooth sailing. For others, it's kind of rocky because of how the person passed. Okay, whether it's, like I said, depends on how the person passed. Whether it's natural, unnatural, illness, whatever. Okay, and then going from the sleep state to the counseling state. Okay, that's usually and that the continuing of the easier transition. Okay, because you see, you have no control over what you go through. That's the job for the angelic love, and for the higher people in the heavenly realms. Okay, that's their task, is to help you through that transition. Okay, all you have to do is just follow their lead, so to speak. And that now, when it comes to the spiritual agenda, okay, well, basically, it's sleep state, counseling, instruction. Okay, that's the agenda that's set before set before you, and that. So, according to the schedule, you got to go through those transitions as part of your agenda. Okay, and the final part, from what I understand, okay, the final part is the instruction as to what happens next. Okay, because when you're in the spirit realm and in the heavenly realm, and that, you're definitely not on your own. Okay, you got others helping you, guiding you, counseling you. Okay, that way you never let astray. Okay, you always have, someone, the angelic love, whoever it is that helps, and that they're always around you, helping you, guiding you through the transitions, and that. Now, like I said, and that it's all part of the agenda. Okay, and there's the same agenda for everybody. Okay, the sleep state, the counseling, and the instruction. How long that takes depends on the person. Okay, depends if they're strong-willed or they're not strong-willed. If they're extra gifted, if they've got a special gift. There's a laundry list of things that they go through as to okay, this person, okay, and that is going to take this long. For another person, it's longer. For other people, it's shorter. It depends on the person. And that. Now, when it comes to when they do go to the rightful place, Okay, there is another agenda. Okay, now this agenda basically has to do with people that are in the heavenly realms that are to be sent back to the earth plane, back to the earth plane. Okay, now these people, they know that they're going back. Okay, there's some people, especially when it comes to children, and that uh, once they, once they go through their sleep state, their counseling and their instruction, okay, after a while, according to the heavenly schedule, or heavenly schedule, and that the children and that are allowed to go back to the earth plane to visit their parents in visitation. Okay, as it said, say, "Hi, mommy, hi, daddy, I'm back." You know, and that happens to children all the time because children are taken away from their parents. The kids don't forget about their parents, never, and that's the reason why. And also because the children see the bigger picture, and that they go down. Okay, they know their parents are still grieving, and that they come back in visitation to bring a calm to the parents. But as you know, childlike behavior, they like to play. Okay, there's another video about that when it comes to how children react on the earth plane and that. Okay, so children come back in visitation. Hey, Marilyn, and that. Now, when it comes to another area, and as part of the spiritual agenda, okay, is now I've seen this many times. Okay, this has to do with a child that passes, goes to heaven realm, and then sometimes comes back to the same family, but just slightly different generation, slightly different timeline, and that's what is known as a reincarnate. Okay, a reincarnation. Okay, they're brought back to the same family, and it might not be the same sex. It might you might have passed to the girl and come back to the boy, but you'll still retain the memory of the past life. When you're a little girl, that kind of example, and that. But and that happens quite a bit, and that. But what also could happen is that that's an example, and that the child passes as a little girl, goes to the heaven realm, but comes back, but they don't always necessarily come back to the same family. They can be born back in to a different family, different part of the world, different generation, different time, but they'll still retain the same memory as a little girl, even if they're born if they're brought back as a little boy. Again, an example, and that. So basically, and that for some cases you can be born back into the same family. In other cases, you're born back into a different family, but retain the same memory. And that, like I said, children that are like if you're really into reincarnation, if you're really into past lives, and that kind of gives you an idea as to what the spiritual agenda is, and that because it's part even when it comes to the timing in the heavenly realms, when it comes to the timing as part of the spiritual schedule in heaven. Okay, so combination of spiritual schedule and agenda in the heavenly realms. Okay, that's kind of an example of that. Okay, because everything is timed, everything is scheduled, everything's planned for all of us, and that. Now, like myself, when I pass, I might come back into the same family. I might come back into a different family. Right now I have no idea. It's up to them. It's up to the angelic love to, plan all that out. And that, but this is kind of a taste of, kind of the difference between, scheduling an agenda on the earth plane as opposed to scheduling an agenda, in the heavenly realms in the spirit world, and that. But in a sense, it's the same principle, same idea, and that. But the interesting part is that if we were to have full knowledge of the spiritual schedule and agenda in the heavenly realms, if we were to have the full knowledge of all of that, that would be absolutely incredible. But because we're only down here to learn, and that's basically it. Okay, we're to learn more about ourselves. We're to learn more about our fellow man. But most important of all, we're here to learn more about the heavenly realms. Heaven. And we're only to learn just a tiny bit. Not the full picture. Okay, because there's no way we could retain that much information, not in our lifetime. But once we leave the physical, go to the heavenly realms. That's why people are always saying that down here we only see the short picture, where up there we're given the bigger picture. Okay, because up there we can retain that, where down here we're limited. And like I said, we're to, even if it's just a little bit of information down here, we're to learn as much as we can. That way, when we do make it to the heavenly realms, and that we're more informed. We've learned a little bit more. That way, when we do get to the heavenly realms and meet other spirit people and whatever, and that it'll be okay, now I get it now. That kind of reaction, that kind of feeling. As it say, oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's cool. That's how the universe works. Okay. That's how angels work. Okay. See, down here, we're limited on all that knowledge. Up there, we learn a lot more because we see the bigger, like I said, we see the bigger picture, and kind of makes you wonder why. It'd be kind of cool if we could learn as much now as we could up there. But like I said, it would take multiple lifetimes just to learn a little bit. So, but anyway, I wanted to do this string about spiritual schedules and agendas, and that, as I thought it'd be very interesting, especially when it comes to we're always struggling, including myself. We're always struggling with schedules, agendas. And I thought, I'd like to compare that to the schedules and agendas in the spirit world, okay? And see how the two are so much alike, but how the two are so different, knowledge-wise. And that, so basically, the more we learn about schedules and agendas down here, the more we can appreciate it up there. And that, so anyway, I'll be doing the same stream on the same topic, I'm hoping next Wednesday, okay? Because tomorrow is a different topic, okay? So next Wednesday, I'm shooting for, that'll be this topic. So I hope I can remember everything and that, but it should be a lot of fun and that. But anyway, I'd like to thank, again, I'd like to thank Mellor and Tasha for joining me in chat. And that, I love you both. Yeah. And I've always told Tasha, for every stream I do a shout out for, and then she's a Reiki practitioner, okay, taught by Mickey Still Medium, the Reiki master, okay. She's and also Ellen Jones. She's also another Reiki practitioner. She's also an amazing person in crafts, okay. And the link to her page will be in the description below. I think it's Wish Upon a Dream or something like that. And that it'll be in the description below. Check out her work. And oh, and by the way, she also does live streams on her page whenever she does do crafts. So not only do you see what she makes, you can watch her make different crafts. So basically, you get to watch what she does. And whenever I've seen her do crafts and stuff, I am absolutely blown away of the talent she has. She's absolutely amazing. And so please check out her her page, show you her, send your love to her. If you want to place an order with her, I highly recommend it. And that, like her page, share her page, and that, because I know she'd really appreciate the more support, the better. And that, and also, we're also part of SWYPT, which is Southwest Yorkshire Paranormal Team on Facebook. We're part of that group, okay? And also, I help out White Rose Paranormal Investigators, okay? A link to those groups are in the description below, along with another group that I strongly recommend, especially when it comes to connecting with the spirit world or with spirit people, and that is Derek Green's Psychic Medium, okay? He does readings every Sunday, okay, from his group. And that I'll leave a link to the description below to that group as well. And he's highly, highly recommended. Like, I've seen him work, and, to me, he's absolutely, in my opinion, the best. And that. But anyway, description for all those links are within the description below, as I said. And like I said, I'll be doing a stream tomorrow on StreamYard. Probably around 5 to 6 UK times, which is around between 12 and 1 tomorrow, I'm hoping, because I've got a phone call I've got to do tomorrow in regards to my move in a couple months. So I'm hoping it'll be on schedule. Say it schedules again. And that, so yeah, so it should. So tomorrow should be amazing, just like today. So anyway, if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, and I'll be posting this stream video in those groups as well as on my profile, and that. And once again, thanks a million for your love, support, and again. And I always say at the end of every stream, with the pandemic, please stay safe. I know it's not an easy time, okay, but with the vaccines being out, hopefully things will get better. And so please stay safe, social distancing, face masks, abide by the the rules and the laws of the pandemic. And that, because for every person that I do streams with, I like to see them stay healthy and happy. So anyway, Baggett students, so thanks again for your time, support, your love, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. So God bless y'all, and I'll see y'all. So anyway, love and light.